What would you choose, Patricia, if your partner cheats? Never learn about it and keep on living? That's the Latin American way. Yeah, like let's just put the blinds on and move on. And learn about it and deal with it. Breakup is not an option. If I don't know why it's not an option, but let's say breakup is not an option.
Fuck that, I'm gonna break up with you, leave you for the stinky ass you cheated on with me.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
I mean, if you cheat on the person, why are you in a relationship in the first place? Then go and fuck around and live your life like that. I mean, go to the brothel, go to the cabaret or whatever.
Okay.
You know, you can find a lot of ladies everywhere or whatever. But if
1000%.
If you wanna be together with somebody, you have to make sure if the other person is like a committed person.
Yeah.
Because you can just simply ruin the other person's life and mental health and everything.
Okay.
Because the other person maybe wants this serious relationship, but you only wanted one thing, you know?
Okay.
So you have to make sure, first of all, if the other person is on the same page as you.
Okay. One question. What if, have you ever encountered, like from a friend or somebody that you know, somebody that has cheated that you kind of got it? Like that you were like, yeah, well, it makes sense.
No, I was actually, if somebody had cheated on somebody and I've, know about that, I'm usually pretty upset or shocked because you always think that, but they were a great pair and everything seemed like cool with them and we were friends and we spent a lot of time together as, friends in the one so it usually comes a bit like a shock, but there are also some people who you've known for years are changing partners like one after another and they have unserious relationships, let's call them like that. And then it's not a shock after a while, anymore. So it's not even a surprise. But
you're kind of expecting it.
But when somebody cheats on somebody who, also was very committed in a relationship, you kind of feel like, well, it can happen then to everybody also because, we can live together for, 10 years, for example, everything seems fine, we're very serious, and then there comes a day where you did something.
Okay.
That's kind of, then just end the relationship if you feel also like that. Because you're also ruining the other person in every way possible.
Do you think in Latvia, who cheats more, men to women or women to men?
I think both do.
Okay.
But I think also most women, most definitely, are trying to find a person who's gonna be loyal, and most women loves the secure feeling.
Yeah.
And I think most of the women who are, I think, pretty grown in their brains, I think they are looking for a man who they can marry, who's gonna take care of them, they're gonna have a family together. Of course, there are a lot of people who don't want a family, they don't want children and stuff, but I can only speak for myself, so I've always been this person, I really love children, I want my family, and that's why I really want to find a partner with whom I can spend my life together. And if you are not interested in that, then just say it to me, and go your own way, and I'm gonna find somebody who can be with me and like achieve those dreams that I also have. Yeah.
Okay. But you don't think, because I'm asking you about Latvia specifically because, I come from Latin America, and I think in Latin America, I think every time they're gonna see this, they're gonna kill me. But I feel we're like the cheating is very, I'm not gonna say that women don't cheat, but I think if I had to put percentages, it's higher from men. Like in Latin America, it's kind of like kind of established. I had this friend that we had all this how's it called, like suspicious that his dad had a completely different family in a different state. But in Latin America, that's not an exception. That's like an old kind of tradition, I would say.
I don't want to say it's normal, but in some kind of way you can say that it's a normal thing between, like, especially young boys or young guys, that they are just kind of, as they call it, partying around, for example. So you have a lot of women you've slept with and stuff like that. But yeah, for me, I don't know. I feel too sacred to
Yeah.
kind of also allow that to happen to the body that I have.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion, you know, my body is only meant for one special person.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
so otherwise you kind of feel like you're a slut or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that makes sense.
But for boys, I don't know. There's also this. A lot of people have been saying like, well, men are like animals, you know.
1000%. Well, I also feel that this is one thing that I tell a lot of people. I also feel that there's a huge difference in the rate of growth. I feel a guy who's less than 30 is still in his, well, at least I was. I'm just not gonna speak for everybody. But aside from the normal responsibilities of, you know, making ends meet and you're just not grown enough, not mature enough as a woman. Like women,
Some
like
insecurities and stuff.
yeah, like the difference between when I was 20 and my girlfriends that were 20 at the time, they're just huge. I was a kid.
They're
Yeah.
like grown-ass women, and
Exactly.
you're like a boy.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's the thing, yeah. And I think a lot of women goes through this stuff, and that's like the main, I think, difference between men and women in some kind of period of age. I don't know,
Yeah.
a specific number, but yeah, definitely. Because women just, I don't know, they're very like serious about everything. Most of the women, I would say.
Yeah, I would agree. Agree. And they for sure grow faster than
And it's a
men.
very rare situation when you kind of meet a guy who is your own age and he's also very like serious about things and he knows what he wants and he's like very, you know,
Yeah.
kind of.
Never happened to me, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it's a rare situation in nowadays too, especially in Latvia, I think, because, you know, it's a small country and you have to find a good job to kind of feel secure with living and everything you can own and stuff like that. And if a guy doesn't have this feeling that he can, you know, provide for himself, or then he you know, he's feeling like, oh, I don't want to provide for a woman too. So when he feels secure, not insecure, and he knows that he can provide for a family, I think then this is the moment where he is like,
ready.
all right, yeah,
Yep.
I'm calm now. I'm calm down.
Yeah. I agree.